Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now Willis on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Jaguars at 7 and 9 now on the year. And they come in at just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently ask for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win theirs. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Blake did on the last one.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Tua. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tua's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up and try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Right back to the air with Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd and 2, Willis. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, come on. Hey.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On the set. Back to 50, back to 50.
Willis will look to pass again here. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Willis on third down. And it's a Titans touchdown. Will Fuller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have moved out in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Willis looking to throw on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Let's go. Go set. Ready.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Willis. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Willis's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on second and 3. Willis. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now Willis on first and 10. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Willis wants to pass it again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
ETN up the middle. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to pass. Tua. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down, it's Willis. He's got Hooper on the out route. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Willis is going to throw once more.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. And able to find Kirk complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On play action, here's Tua. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10, it's Willis. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on second and 10. Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods. 33 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Ingram. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Fulton. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tua now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They begin with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee,
They do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
and that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,
It will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up